I've been thinking about your love tonight. New house gonna make our worlds collide, baby. I just wanna be there when I treat you right. I've been thinking about your love tonight. Two hearts gonna make our worlds collide, baby. I just wanna be there when I treat you right.
Today we're going to be installing a new carbon fiber dashboard sent to me by EVBase. Here it is. Ultimately what this is going to do is add that carbon fiber look on the dash, as well as this red stripe that goes across the bottom. Alright, so a quick backstory on my 2020 Tesla Model Y Performance. I got it on Carvana at like 12,000 miles, somewhere around that range. I think I paid around $65,000 for it. With interest, with taxes and all that, you know, that did drive the cost up to about $70,000 or a little bit above $70,000. As you know, right now you can look on Carvana or any other used market and get a Tesla Model Y Performance, especially from the years 2020, 2021, for maybe $30,000 or $40,000. So these cars have depreciated like $20,000, and I'm not gonna lie, as an owner, I'm crushed. That's a lot of my investment into the vehicle that was lost. Obviously, cars go through this cycle. They could obviously go back up at some point if cars become more expensive to purchase. But this was a very expensive purchase for me back in 2022, and it still is very much to this day. So quite the investment. So one of the first things that I did was got the carbon fiber center console here. I thought that was a great addition because, you know, I didn't really like the piano black. I really prefer the matte carbon fiber, which matches pretty much all the other carbon fiber that's in here. I also got a set of mats. These mats were sent to me by EVBase as well. They're the floor mats. They're weather sealed and are great. I recently cleaned my car and got basically everything off of it with a spray of the hose. I also got this MagSafe phone holder. It's really great for any device that I have that I just want to attach up there. I also got a matte screen protector for the screen. I put matte screen protectors on most of my devices. If you watch my videos, iPhone screens, Android screens, the matte screen protector serves as a glare protection. So when the sun beams at the screen, it's not like glaring into your eyes, and you can actually see what is on the screen. This kind of leather checker pattern armrest cover, it has like pockets on the sides right here. So it's really good for like storing, if you want to store some keys real quick, or you want to store some type of access cards, air freshener like I have. But this was a great addition. It adds some nice cushy feeling to like the armrest, because the stock armrest is kind of hard. I also got this drawer. So this drawer has come in really handy. It's actually a set of 2 drawers, one for the passenger side and one for the driver's side, but this is coming really handy in just like storing random things down here. You know it's a great product when it's actually useful. Shout out to Chevron. Those were really good accessories, and you know I use them constantly. So another thing I got is the Tesla power bank. Now this is the Gen 2. I think they have 3 generations of this power bank. This is the 2nd generation version, and what's great about this power bank is that it's wireless charging. So all you have to do is turn it on and then place it down, and then you can like set your phone on top and it'll charge. So like if you're in a cafe, or you know you're in class or something like that, you have a wireless charging setup right here. Great thing about it though is that it charges in the car, and then you could take it on the go with you. So great solution for battery or extra battery power that you need. Alright, so if you're paying attention, then you probably already noticed a few things. My steering wheel is not the stock wheel, and why do I have a screen right here? So this is the Handshow, I think it's 9-inch Apple CarPlay and Android Auto screen. This has been an absolute beauty. When you're driving the car, you can actually, you know, get your speedometer it actually tracks the turning of the wheel just like the actual Tesla. So when you turn the wheel, you can see the animation of the car turning the wheel, and the doors are open, the doors are open. You know, so it looks stock. It looks stock, and that's why I really like the screen. I'll leave the link in the description. I'll leave the link in the description for the screen as well. Matter of fact, everything that I talk about today, there will be a link in the description for it. This is one of my favorite accessories for the Tesla. It's the key fob. I got a case that I have it in right now, but you can use this to open up the front as well as the trunk, lock and unlock the vehicle. And then it also does this really cool feature where you can make the car go forward and backward without even being inside of it. So really cool accessory to have is the key fob, and this has been, you know, one of my favorite parts of having it. This is the Hanshow Tesla Model Y yoke steering wheel. Carbon fiber accents on the yoke steering wheel. It has held up really well for me. I've had no issues with it, except, you know, kind of the string is kind of getting loose right here. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Over time, that could become an issue. For now, a short-term solution will be just cutting it off with some scissors. But overall, you know, it's been a great steering wheel. This has constantly gotten the most looks from this car. Outside of the fact that it makes noise and it's a Tesla, this yoke steering wheel has caught people's interest the most. This is very comfortable to hold. Your thumbs kind of sit here at the top, or you can have this position here where you're holding it kind of at the bottom, turning the wheel. I find myself just using 2 fingers or 1 finger to kind of like push the wheel down, kind of like that, as much as I need, because you really don't need to move the steering wheel much for it to do what you need it to. Overall, this has been a very comfortable setup for me. It's supposedly supposed to be cheaper to charge at home. You know, when you get home, you can plug your car in, and overnight, you know, you get like 40% or so, depending on the wattage that your charger is, you know, inputting or outputting, whatever. If I plug my car in when I get home, every single night when I get home, my electricity bill is going to be insane. $300-400 electricity bills for a month. And I'm just like, I thought it was cheaper to charge at home. So that's another con in my opinion. You know, there's pros and cons to it, but that is also definitely a con. You know, charging is cheaper than gas overall. It's only like huge cheaper when you find free chargers. I know a few free chargers. There's a free charger at my job. There's some free chargers uptown. When you find a free charger and you can like just plug your car in there and charge and get a free charge, then it's extremely economical. All right, so this is what the new dashboard is gonna look like. I will say that right now, the edges have not laid down very well. I'm trying to get it to stay down on this side. All right, let's go place this thing back in there. Connect these back up. Okay, this is looking good.
Perfect.
What's crazy is you can actually feel it. Like, you can feel it. I got a Thor exhaust. For those that don't know, it's basically 2 speakers, large exhaust speakers that you can attach to any vehicle, not just electric vehicles, to emulate the sound of any other vehicle that you want to. So when you hit the gas pedal and you drive the car, it sounds like whatever car you want it to sound like. So this is the Thor control unit. This is actually the device that powers the sound from the vehicle. This is connected to the car's computer, and then it's also connected to speakers in the back, and that's what produces the sound. All right, so this is the Thor app, and as you can see, I have a few different vehicles already pre-saved. Right now, I have it set to the Audi RSV Avant. The idle sound is kind of like, it's like really strong. Like, you can feel it. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk you guys through a few of the other sounds that we have. All right, so let's switch to the C63. The C63 is a lot louder. Personally, this is like my favorite investment in this vehicle. Like, when it comes to, like, if I was to ever like sell it or trade it, I would take the speakers out, keep the speakers, put the speakers in my new vehicle, and you know keep the audio, because it sounds crazy on whatever vehicle you put it on. Now, I am not sponsored by Thor in any single way, but Thor, if you do see this video, I do stand by this product. We had our back and forth in the support comments on WhatsApp, and if you guys have a newer, smaller but more powerful version, please send it to me. I will install them, do a review, whatever it is. You guys, this is a German company, so if you want to support international, go ahead and check them out. So another one of those pro features for the Tesla has to be the summon. So with summon, I have a few options. I can do the come to me, where it comes directly to wherever I am on the map, and then I can also make it just go forward and backwards. All right, so we're gonna use the summon feature to make the car go forward and pull out the garage. It says release to stop, and then it's also showing me on the camera what's happening. So that's good for me. I don't know many vehicles that can do stuff like that, and this is one of the reasons why I really enjoy this car, why I invested in it early. All right, so back here is where I keep all my utilities. This is the DJI Mini 3 Pro, a yoga or gym mat. I also carry this Anker power station. I forgot exactly which one it is. I think this might be the 535. Comes with 4 full-size ports here. Then we have 3 USB-A and 1 USB-C. That's kind of the only thing I hate about this power station. It only has 1 USB-C port. One cool thing that it does come with is this light. So this light is great for dark times, emergencies. I think it does also have a mode for like SOS. Yeah, so if you're in trouble. Y'all have seen in other videos I talked about this vacuum, but I use this vacuum to clean both mine and my girlfriend's car. And the fact that this was the best vacuum to do that blew my mind. Recharges with USB-C, and it's just an absolute powerhouse. It did exactly what I needed it to do, and I'm glad I have it. I do have quite a few things under here too, but I really don't want to get into that. This thing holds a lot. That's one of the things that I'm glad I went with the Model Y instead of the Model 3, is because this just has so much space. Granted, I do think the Model 3 probably has a lot of space too, but the amount of space you get with the Model Y is just unprecedented. If you like this quick review while I did this install, I have another install to do, but I'll save that for another video. Let me know what comments and questions you guys have for me. Like I said, I'll leave a playlist above from when they delivered the vehicle to me back in 2022 all the way up until now. You guys can watch it all, even watch some of the modification videos I did to my previous car, my Ford Fusion. So yeah. This is my Model Y after 2 years, almost 60,000 miles, and I'm ready for the next 60,000. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.